Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. A fresh wave of nightmares awaits, as Netflix, AMC Plus, and Prime Video bring a terrifying lineup of horror movies this March. From supernatural hauntings and brutal slashers to mind-bending psychological thrillers, these films promise spine-chilling scares and unforgettable suspense. Whether you crave eerie ghost stories, intense survival horror, or unsettling mysteries, this month's selection has something for every horror fan. Get ready to dim the lights, grab your popcorn, and experience the best horror movies streaming right now. Number 8. Death of a Vlogger. Death of a Vlogger, directed by Graham Hughes, is a mockumentary-style found-footage horror film that delves into the dark side of internet fame, online hoaxes, and the terrifying consequences of viral content. The film follows an ambitious vlogger, Graham, who claims to have captured supernatural occurrences in his home. As his videos gain widespread attention, they attract both believers and skeptics, leading to a deep dive into the blurred lines between truth, manipulation, and psychological horror. The film has been widely praised for its fresh approach to found-footage horror, particularly in how it incorporates modern internet culture into its narrative. Louise McGregor from No But Listen highlights the film's ability to balance supernatural horror with thought-provoking themes about online credibility and deception. She writes, "Death of a Vlogger is one of the sharpest, most incisive movies about the nature of internet fame and how easily it can be twisted to fit the horror genre." The film has been compared to Lake Mungo for its documentary-style storytelling, where what appears to be a supernatural mystery gradually morphs into something deeper, forcing the audience to question what is real. Dread Central calls it a surprisingly unsettling and relevant horror film, noting how it plays on fears of digital ghosts, online paranoia, and cancel culture. If you're a fan of horror films like Lake Mungo, Host, or The Taking of Deborah Logan, then Death of a Vlogger is a must-watch. It's not just a ghost story, it's a clever commentary on the age of online misinformation, viral content, and digital hauntings. Though it's a low-budget indie film, its smart storytelling, eerie atmosphere, and unsettling themes make it one of the most intriguing found-footage horror films of recent years. Number 7. Veronica. Paco Plaza, the co-director of The Flive, delivers another chilling horror masterpiece with Veronica, a film that expertly blends supernatural terror with raw emotional depth. Inspired by real events, Veronica is a gripping Spanish horror movie that proves psychological and supernatural horror can be equally terrifying. The story follows Veronica, Sandra Escacena, a teenage girl who unwittingly unleashes a dark force after using a Ouija board during a solar eclipse. What follows is a nightmarish descent into paranoia, shadowy figures, and supernatural attacks that feel all too real. The film's atmospheric tension is relentless, relying on eerie cinematography and unsettling sound design to create an immersive experience. Sandra Escacena delivers a phenomenal performance, portraying Veronica as a vulnerable yet brave protagonist struggling to protect her younger siblings from an evil she can't understand. The film's direction and pacing build suspense masterfully, making every shadow and whisper feel ominous. What sets Veronica apart from other supernatural horror films is its ability to make you care about its characters while delivering genuinely terrifying moments. The horror is not just about jump scares, it's about the creeping dread that lingers long after the credits roll. If you're a fan of atmospheric, slow-burning horror that leaves a lasting impact, Veronica is a must-watch. It's one of the best supernatural horror films of the decade, cementing Paco Plaza as a master of the genre. Number 6. The Sadness. If you think you've seen it all in horror, The Sadness, 2021, will prove you wrong. This Taiwanese horror thriller, directed by Rob Jabaz, is one of the most brutal, intense, and unrelenting zombie films in recent years. If you love extreme horror, this is a must-watch. The story follows a young couple caught in the middle of a terrifying outbreak, where victims don't just turn into mindless zombies, they become sadistic, rage-fueled maniacs with only one goal: to inflict pain in the most disturbing ways possible. Unlike traditional infected movies, the sadness doesn't hold back, pushing boundaries with its shocking violence and relentless pace. What makes this film stand out is its sheer unpredictability. From the moment the chaos begins, there's no stopping the carnage. The cinematography, practical effects, and disturbing performances create a nightmarish atmosphere that will stay with you long after the credits roll. This is not for the faint of heart. The sadness is easily one of the most extreme horror films ever made. But if you're a fan of films like 28 Days Later or Train to Busan, and you want something even darker and more intense, this one delivers in every way. Number 5. The Eighth Night. If you love eerie, slow-burning horror with deep mythology, The Eighth Night is a must-watch. This South Korean supernatural thriller blends mystery, suspense, and terrifying visuals to create a gripping horror experience. The film follows a former monk tasked with stopping an ancient evil spirit that threatens to unleash chaos after being sealed away for centuries. Armed with prayer beads and an axe, he embarks on a dangerous journey, facing demonic entities, eerie symbols, and dark secrets along the way. What makes The Eighth Night stand out is its blend of folklore and psychological horror. The film's cinematography is hauntingly beautiful, with atmospheric settings that pull you into its dark world. The horror here isn't just about jump scares, it's about the creeping dread that builds with every moment. The performances, especially from Lee Sung-min and Nam Da-rom, add emotional depth, making you truly invest in the story. If you enjoy movies like The Wailing or The Medium, The Eighth Night will definitely keep you hooked. It's a slow burn, but the tension keeps building until its intense, satisfying climax. Number 4. There's Something in the Barn. Looking for a horror movie that's both scary and hilarious? There's Something in the Barn, 2023, delivers the perfect mix of dark comedy, holiday chaos, and gory thrills. If you love movies like Gremlins and Krampus, this Norwegian-American horror flick is a must-watch. The story follows an American family who moves to Norway, only to discover that their new barn is home to some very unfriendly creatures, bloodthirsty Christmas elves. What starts as a quirky holiday vacation quickly turns into a fight for survival as these mischievous, deadly beings unleash chaos. One of the best things about There's Something in the Barn is its balance of humor and horror. The movie doesn't take itself too seriously, delivering over-the-top kills, hilarious one-liners, and a festive but eerie atmosphere. The performances are great, with Martin Starr, Silicon Valley, standing out as the skeptical dad who quickly realizes that Nordic folklore is no joke. With creative kills, creepy creatures, and a fun holiday twist, There's Something in the Barn is the kind of horror movie that keeps you entertained from start to finish. It's a perfect addition to your Christmas horror marathon. Number 3. Silent Night. If you're looking for a Christmas movie that's anything but cheerful, Silent Night is a must-watch. This gripping blend of horror, dark comedy, and apocalyptic drama takes the holiday movie formula and flips it on its head, delivering an unforgettable experience that lingers long after the credits roll. The film follows a group of close friends and family gathering for Christmas dinner at an idyllic countryside home. But beneath the laughter, music, and fancy wine, a grim reality sets in. This will be their last Christmas together. A toxic, earth-ending cloud is sweeping across the world, leaving humanity with no way to escape. The only solution is a government-issued suicide pill, ensuring a painless death before the inevitable suffering begins. As the night unfolds, tensions rise, secrets emerge, and characters begin questioning whether they should blindly accept their fate or fight for survival. Silent Night's greatest strengths is its tone, balancing dark humor with deeply unsettling existential horror. The film starts off feeling like a traditional holiday gathering, filled with witty banter and warmth, but as the reality of the situation sinks in, it turns into an emotional gut punch. Keira Knightley delivers a fantastic performance as Nell, the host trying to keep everything together, while Roman Griffin Davis, Jojo Rabbit, stands out as the only character who truly questions what's happening. Unlike typical horror films that rely on jump scares or supernatural entities, Silent Night is terrifying in a different way. It makes you confront the inevitability of death, moral dilemmas, and the fragility of human nature. If you enjoyed psychological horror films like It Comes at Night or The Mist, Silent Night will definitely be up your alley. It's a slow burn, but the emotional weight and shocking ending make it a powerful watch. Number 2. Wyrmwood. If you think the zombie genre has nothing new to offer, Wyrmwood, Road of the Dead will prove you wrong. This Australian horror action film injects fresh energy into the undead apocalypse with its wild Mad Max-style action, over-the-top gore, and insane creativity. The story follows Barry, a mechanic who loses his family at the start of a sudden zombie outbreak. As he fights to survive, he discovers that his sister, Brooke, has been kidnapped by a sinister government scientist conducting horrific experiments. Along the way, Barry teams up with a group of survivors, building a zombie-fueled vehicle and setting out on a bloody road trip of revenge and survival. What sets Wyrmwood apart from other zombie films is its unique blend of horror, action, and dark humor. It doesn't take itself too seriously, yet it delivers some genuinely intense and brutal moments. Another standout element is Brooke's unexpected ability to control zombies telepathically, adding a cool supernatural twist to the genre. Combined with relentless pacing and explosive action, Wyrmwood is an adrenaline rush from start to finish. If you love films like Train to Busan, Dawn of the Dead, or Mad Max Fury Road, this one is a must-watch. It's a wild, bloody, and ridiculously fun ride that proves Australian horror knows how to deliver. Number 1. Byzantium. If you love vampire movies with rich storytelling, gothic atmosphere, and stunning visuals, Byzantium is an absolute must-watch. Directed by Neil Jordan, Interview with the Vampire, this film delivers a unique and mesmerizing take on vampire mythology, blending horror, drama, and deep emotional themes. The story follows Clara, Gemma Arterton, and Eleanor, Saoirse Ronan, a mother-daughter duo who have been on the run for centuries. Unlike traditional vampires, they don't have fangs or fear the sunlight, but they do carry a dark, tragic past. Seeking refuge in a rundown seaside town, they take shelter in an abandoned hotel called Byzantium. As Eleanor begins forming a connection with a local boy, her need to reveal the truth about their immortal existence puts them in danger from the powerful vampire order hunting them. What makes Byzantium stand out is its poetic and melancholic approach to the vampire genre. Instead of focusing on bloodthirsty monsters, the film explores themes of loneliness, survival, and the burden of eternal life. Saoirse Ronan's performance is hauntingly beautiful, portraying Eleanor as a soul longing for connection despite the horrors of her past. Gemma Arterton, on the other hand, brings fierce energy as Clara, doing whatever it takes to protect her daughter, even if it means using deadly force. Byzantium is breathtaking. The cinematography creates a dreamlike, eerie atmosphere with moody lighting, gorgeous coastal landscapes, and gothic interiors that perfectly match the film's tone. The score adds to the haunting quality, making every moment feel both tragic and enchanting. If you're a fan of Interview with the Vampire, Let the Right One In, or Only Lovers Left Alive, this film belongs on your watch list. It's a fresh, beautifully crafted take on the vampire genre that focuses more on emotions and mythology than on traditional horror elements. Well, this is it. Share your impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.